Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Messi. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Haaland. This looks promising. And he's on Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really. And
now it's Ronaldinho. That has been slung wide. Plays it in low. Rijkaard gets it away. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Messi! Oh, the ball's run. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9.
Well, I guess this was unexpected, a change so early in the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Torres. First quarter of an hour gone. Now, can they get him away? Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Hazard clears. He's gone for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Haaland. Howson cuts it out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe finds himself offside.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Vitinha. Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking to play him in. He's on it. Can he get away? Torres. Bruno Fernandes. It's Alonso! Off the post! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vitinha. He's tried one! Great effort, but no way through. Oh, what has happened here? He has found the way through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vitinha. Deftly away. Vitinha. Lovely, now then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. Xavi Alonso. That's good running with the ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's in space and looking for options. Cleared without hesitation. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Costa Curta. It's Fernando Torres. Now that's well seen too.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. And he plays one through. Real chance! Yaya Toure. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Can he get it through? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Torres. Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly, and the shot! And yes, it's there! The breakthrough strike! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl!
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tries to pass it through, and he's running through. Hazard was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's a little off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Spread it left. Threads one in. Mbappe gets into a good position.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Haaland. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That's been cut out, well played. Xavi Alonso, Yaya Toure. Toure takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, nice touch. And he's managed to get free. Shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Alonso. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's gone looking for safety. Can he finish? And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 26.
It's their second corner of the game.
Numero 20. Fernando Torres.
Howson clears it away.
Alonso.
And he's in a great chance! Oh, taken with style. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Try again.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. And it's Xabi Alonso. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, important interception. Ribery. And that's gone loose. He's a sharp little ball here. Played into the box. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Salah. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
today's
The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Played out to the left flank. Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he latch on to this?
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There's been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
He's going all the way! Yaya Toure gets a foot in and wins the ball. Puyol. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now, can they get him away? Corner given. And we have our very first corner. Toure plays it short. Roberto Carlos.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
First quarter of an hour gone. And that was nowhere near his best. And he's intervened well there. And here's Bellingham. It's Luis Suarez! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. No, that's been intercepted. And that is a little undercooked. That has not gone well. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get onto this? Bruno Fernandes receives it in a wide position. Howson can get it clear. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a good run down the right. Cross in. And that has been cleared. Rodri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Yaya Toure. Aims beyond the defence. That's ruffled. Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He's got a goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's running through. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Harrison calmly anticipates. Now it's Hazard. Threads one in. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The final seconds now, and he was quick to react. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Just
reflections on the first half?
But I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Hazard. Number
So once
7,
again, we're underway.
Number 9, Suarez. Coming
Rodri.
on the field.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball.
Ronaldinho. Number 22, Donadoni. Number 13, Mbappe.
Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Mbappe. Lovely, now then. Chance!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Sané. That's a good run down the left. Spread neatly.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Messi. Sané looking to get on the end of this. And they've got a throw. Davids. And it's Sané. Nicely weighted ball. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rodri wins the duel this time. Can he get it through? Messi. He is through here. Big header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Both sides then taking this
Messi.
chance to turn to their
Number
benches.
16, Rodri. Coming on the field, number 15, Mohamed Salah. Number 26, Kagawa.
Ronaldinho
Substitution
threads one in.
progress.
And that's a dangerous ball. Shoots! Goal! And they're back in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Kagawa looking for the run. It's come to nothing. Davids. Stoichkov might just make this. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar looking to run onto it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That'll be a throw. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Howson is always looking to break lines. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kagawa! It's Ronaldinho! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
This their second corner of the game. Kagawa goes short. Messi.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. That is some save from Khan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Carlos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Hazard is there and he can get that clear. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Looking for options for movement. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, there's a probing ball, and he cuts out the supply. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Xavi Alonso, and here's Stoichkov. That's a shade optimistic.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Kagawa knocks it into space. Mbappe is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Hazard. And here's Neymar. And now they can clear their lines. And here's Neymar! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Neymar! What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. That's that, the end. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have